If you've been reaching for the same summer pants you wore last year, or the year before that, I need you to stop right there for just a second. Because there's a good chance the way you're wearing them, the length, the fit, even the way you're pairing them is quietly adding years to how you look. Not the pants themselves. Not even the style. It's the small, invisible decisions happening around them that most women never think twice about. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which 7 summer pants are doing the opposite, making women over 50 look sharper, lighter, and honestly younger than half the outfits you'll see hanging in stores right now. Stay with me because number 4 is the one almost nobody talks about, and it might just become your new favorite pair in your entire closet. Hello and welcome back to Timeless Style After 60, the place where looking good after 60 stops being complicated and starts being fun again. If you're new here, I'm so glad you found us. Consider this your permission slip to stop dressing like you're apologizing for your age and start dressing like the woman who's earned every bit of confidence she has. We're not here to chase trends that were designed for 25-year-olds. We're here to find what actually works, what actually flatters, and what actually feels like you. And if you're one of my regulars, welcome back. You already know we don't do boring fashion talk here, we do the real stuff. The stuff you can actually use the next time you get dressed. Now before we get into the 7 pants, I want to be honest with you about something. Most fashion advice aimed at women over 50 is either too strict, telling you what you can never wear again, or too vague, just saying things like dress your age, without ever explaining what that actually means. Neither one helps you. What actually helps is understanding a few simple truths about fit, fabric, and proportion, because once you understand those, you stop needing a list of rules altogether. You just start knowing. So this video isn't about restriction. It's about awareness. Small shifts worn with confidence that completely change how an outfit reads. Before we get into these 7 pants, if you're someone who wants to look effortless without spending a fortune, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. It genuinely helps this little channel grow, and it means you won't miss the videos where I break down exactly what to wear, and just as important, what to quietly retire. Okay, let's get into it, because pants number 1 might already be sitting in your closet right now, and you had no idea it was working against you. Point 1. The ankle skim mistake. The first thing that quietly ages an outfit is length, and it's something almost every woman gets wrong at some point without even realizing it. Pants that drag near your shoes make your legs look shorter, and your whole silhouette look unfinished, like you borrowed the pants from someone taller. On the other end, pants that stop awkwardly mid-calf like they shrank in the wash, tend to cut the leg in the least flattering place possible. Neither one does you any favors, no matter how nice the fabric or color is. What actually works, and what stylists have quietly known for years without shouting about it, is what I like to call the ankle skim. Your pants should just barely graze the top of your shoe, or sit right at the ankle bone if you're wearing something cropped or slightly shorter. It sounds like such a small detail, almost too small to matter, but it changes everything about how an outfit reads. Suddenly your legs look longer, your whole outfit looks intentional, and you look like a woman who got dressed on purpose, not a woman who just grabbed whatever was clean off the chair. Here's a simple trick if you're unsure. Stand in front of a mirror wearing the shoes you'd actually pair with those pants, not barefoot, not in slippers. Length changes completely depending on your footwear, and this is where a lot of women get thrown off. A pair that looks perfect with sneakers might suddenly look wrong with sandals. So always check length with the actual shoe you plan to wear that day. Point 2. The fabric that's secretly aging you. Here's something almost nobody tells you clearly, and it surprises most people the first time they hear it. Stiff, shiny fabric is one of the fastest ways to look older than you are, even if the cut of the pants is genuinely great. Shiny polyester, crinkly synthetic blends, anything that looks like it belongs in an office from 20 years ago, tends to sit oddly on the body. It catches light in all the wrong places, clings where you don't want it to cling, and creates a stiffness that reads instantly as outdated, even if the style itself is perfectly current. What you want instead is something with a bit of drape. Linen blends, soft cotton, a touch of gentle stretch. Fabric that moves when you move rather than fighting against your body all day. It's genuinely the difference between pants that wear you and pants that you actually wear. There's an easy way to test this before you even try something on. Pick up the fabric and scrunch it gently in your hand. If it springs back into a stiff, sharp shape immediately, it's likely going to sit rigid on the body. If it falls softly and drapes back down naturally, that's the fabric that's going to move with you. Breathe in the heat, and photograph beautifully in every single picture, whether it's a casual lunch or a family gathering. This one shift alone, choosing drape over stiffness, instantly makes almost any pair of pants look more current. Point 3. The waistline truth. Now let's talk about the waist, because this is genuinely where most women unknowingly sabotage a perfectly good outfit, sometimes without ever realizing that's the actual problem. Low-rise pants after 50 rarely do what they promise. They tend to create an uncomfortable gap at the back, dig in at the hips, or shift constantly throughout the day, which means you're adjusting them every 10 minutes instead of enjoying wherever you are. But swinging too far the other way, going all the way up near the ribs, can also throw off your proportions and make the torso look longer than it actually is. The sweet spot, the place that quietly works for almost every body type, is a mid to high rise that sits comfortably right at your natural waist. It holds everything in place, it's actually comfortable enough to forget you're wearing it, and it creates that clean, put-together silhouette that makes people casually ask where you got your outfit, without you having to say a single word about it. If you're not sure where your natural waist actually is, here's a fast way to check. Bend gently to one side. The place where your body creases first is generally your natural waistline. Pants that sit right there, not above it, not below it, tend to be the most universally flattering across almost every body shape. Real quick, if this has been helpful so far, tap that like button, it genuinely takes 2 seconds, and it tells me you want more videos exactly like this one. And if you've got a summer pants disaster of your own, something that didn't quite work out the way you hoped, drop it in the comments below. I read every single one, and honestly, some of your stories have directly inspired future videos on this channel. Alright, back to it, because pants number 4 is the one I promised you, the one almost nobody talks about. Point 4. The wide leg secret. This is genuinely the one almost nobody explains properly. Wide leg pants have this reputation for being tricky, almost intimidating, like they're only meant for tall women or certain very specific body types. That's simply not true, and honestly, that misconception has kept a lot of women away from one of the most flattering styles available to them. The real trick isn't in the pants themselves, it's in what you pair them with. A wide leg pant, paired with a fitted top, tucked in neatly at the waist, creates instant balance. The eye immediately understands where your shape is, and the wide leg becomes elegant and intentional rather than shapeless. The mistake most women accidentally make is pairing wide with wide. A loose flowing top with loose flowing pants, which just swallows the entire frame and hides the body completely, often making the person look larger and less defined than they actually are. Fix that one single pairing, fitted on top, relaxed on the bottom, and wide leg pants suddenly become one of the most comfortable, elegant, effortlessly flattering options sitting in your closet. They're breathable in summer heat, forgiving after a big meal, and they photograph beautifully in motion, which is something very few other summer pants can genuinely claim. Point 5. The color that instantly refreshes your look. Black is easy. Black is safe. It's the color most of us reach for without even thinking. But black in the middle of summer can sometimes read a little heavy, a little tired, especially under strong sunlight where it tends to absorb heat and visually flatten everything around it. What actually feels fresh and current right now is a soft neutral. Think warm sand, light stone, a gentle olive green, or even a soft clay tone. These colors do something black simply can't manage in the summer months. They brighten your whole complexion instead of quietly competing with it. They reflect light rather than absorbing it, which means you'll physically feel cooler too, not just look it. You don't have to give up black completely, and I would never tell you to throw away pieces you already love. Just don't let black be the only color living in your pants drawer this season. Try introducing just one neutral tone pair alongside your usual black, and notice how much lighter, brighter, and more current your whole summer wardrobe suddenly feels. Point 6. The crop that actually works. Crop pants get a bad reputation, and honestly it's almost always because of exactly where they crop, not because of the style itself. Cropping right at the widest part of your calf is usually the real culprit. It visually cuts the leg at its heaviest point, which makes the leg look shorter and slightly heavier than it actually is, regardless of your actual size. Move that crop just an inch or two either higher or lower, right below the knee or closer toward the ankle bone, and suddenly the exact same pair of pants looks completely different on the exact same body. It's honestly one of the most dramatic changes for the smallest adjustment. So it's not about avoiding crops altogether, because a well-placed crop is genuinely cool and breezy for summer. It's simply about knowing exactly where they should land on your particular leg. Next time you're trying on a cropped pair, pay close attention to where the hem sits. And if it's landing right at the widest part of your calf, consider sizing up slightly or trying the next length option instead. Point 7. The one pair every woman over 50 should own. And finally, the pair that quietly ties everything together. A well-tailored straight leg pant in a lightweight fabric. It's not flashy. It's not trendy. It won't show up on some flashy list of this season's must-haves. But it is, without question, the single most versatile piece you can own this summer. Dress it up with a soft blouse and simple sandals for lunch with friends, and it instantly looks polished and put together. Dress it down with a plain tee for running errands, and it still looks intentional, never sloppy. It adapts effortlessly to whatever your day actually looks like, without you needing to think too hard about it. This is the pair that quietly does the most work in your entire wardrobe, the one you'll reach for again and again, long after trendier pieces have come and gone. If you only invest in one new pair of summer pants this year, let it be this one. So there you have it, 7 simple shifts that have absolutely nothing to do with spending more money, and everything to do with wearing what you already love the right way. Fashion after 50 isn't about hiding or disappearing into shapeless clothing. It's about understanding your own shape, your own comfort, and dressing with intention. If this video helped you see your closet a little differently today, subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next, because we've got so much more like this planned for you. And before you go, tell me honestly in the comments which one of these 7 surprised you the most. I genuinely love reading your responses, and I'll see you in the very next one.